do I choose to not talk about politics in the Philippines? And what exactly is my political ideology? Let's talk about it. Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Jesse. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful morning as always. Beautiful cloudy morning here in the Philippines. Going for my daily walk. Getting in another video, And today we're going to talk about why I don't want to get into the whole political thing that's going on right now in the Philippines. And maybe talk a little bit about what my political leanings are. Let's get into it. As many of you know, I came here to the Philippines last year in July 4th, which was actually a holiday in America. July 4th of the July is Independence Day. After getting out of the military, I decided to come here. And I came in right before all of the stuff started happening between the former president and the current president of the Philippines. And typically, at least if it was the USA, I would have a lot to say, but this is not the USA. I don't really want to talk about this whole ordeal, mostly because I am not a Filipino. I don't have any right to tell Filipinos, hey, this is how it should be, or this is how it shouldn't be. I'm just a tourist here. I'm just here as a tourist. I'm a visitor. When a visitor comes to your house, a visitor does not tell you how to run your house. A visitor does not tell you what to do to your home. So the main reason I don't is because I don't feel like I have the right to. I don't have the right to do that. I don't have a right to come here and tell people what I think is right and wrong with how they choose their government and what they should think about their government. I'm a visitor. All I can really say is that I feel terrible for what's going on here. I know a lot of Filipino people are hurting on both sides. A lot feel like wrong has been done on both sides, and I truly feel for those people. It reminds me a lot of the USA. It reminds me a lot of what has happened over there. I think the one thing I would like to say is just be careful with your feelings of hate. Maybe not toward the government, but toward each other. Don't let something like this tear you away from your friends or your family, the people you love. I've watched that crap happen in the USA since 2008 all the way up until now. I've watched politics tear family and friends apart, and it blows my mind how something like that can break relationships apart. I don't want to see that happen here. I'm not sure how much I've talked about it, but before I got with my fiance, I was with another Filipina who I dated her for 2 years, and I remember the election that happened, presidential election that happened during that time. And she supported a candidate that the rest of her family did not support. And I watched her family go online, go on Facebook, and just bad talk anyone who supported the person that my former girlfriend supported. And they'd say, you're not a good person, or if you're someone who supports this, someone who supports this person, or whatever, unfriend me, we're not real friends, or yada yada yada. And so my ex-girlfriend, she had to keep it quiet who she was voting for because of that. And that hurt me a lot, because to see these kind of things happening, it is very heartbreaking, because it's your family. You can't even open up to your family about what you think or what you believe, because they're posting stuff that would make you feel like you're not one of them. And I watched that tear people apart in America. I watched families get torn apart, their friends stop talking to each other, all because they supported a different political candidate. I don't want to see that happen here. That hurts me to see that happen. I know that people are very political creatures. That's just how we are. We've evolved to be like that. It's a pack mentality, kind of stuff. I know, but I would just warn you not to go too far with it when it comes to family and friends. You can talk about it. You can have your arguments. You can have your debates. Poke fun with each other. Or do whatever, but don't be so angry and hateful that it tears you away from the people who care about you and you care about. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to see people in the Philippines fall trap to the crap that people in America did when it came down to 2008, really 2008, 2016, 2020, and the last election. I don't want to see families like that fall apart like they did in America. As for my own political leanings, I am very politically independent since I was able to vote in 2008. Every single presidential year that I voted, it was for a different political party than the political party that I voted before. So in 2008, I voted Democrat. In 2012, I voted independent. 2016, I voted in the primaries, but I didn't vote in the general. So I voted for a Republican in the primaries. They didn't really make it to the general, so I didn't even vote in the general. 2020 did the opposite. I voted in the primaries for Democrats. The Democrat I liked didn't make it, so I didn't vote in 2020. 2024, I was here, so I didn't vote. If I could have voted, I probably would have ended up voting Republican, simply because of some things that I wanted to be declassified, and the fact that I am a huge fan of Elon Musk. But I don't hold myself to any political affiliation personally. I vote for whoever I think will do the best. And that's it. I don't care what political party they associate with. For the most part, I tend to be more libertarian, actually. I tend to be much more libertarian, and I would prefer to vote more independent, have a more independent vote, which is what I did in 2012. And if I had voted in 2016, 2020, after the primaries, I probably would have wrote in my vote for, probably 2016 I would have voted for Libertarian. 2020 I would have wrote in my vote. Or no, I would have voted Libertarian then too, probably. Those are my political leanings, though. I don't let them get in the way of my friendships with other people. I have people who outright despise Trump. I have friends who love Trump. I have friends who hate Elon Musk. I have friends who love Elon Musk. I have friends who hate Obama. I have friends who love Obama. Same with Joe Biden, so on and so forth. Me personally, I don't fit into those cliques because I don't owe my allegiance to a person. I don't owe my allegiance to a party. My allegiance is to what I believe. And if I believe a person will do good, I will vote for them. If I believe they will do bad, I won't vote for them. If I believe everyone will do bad, then I'll just write in whoever I want. So that's my own beliefs. That's how I do things. And that's how I will continue to do things. Because I don't owe an allegiance to a person. I don't owe an allegiance to a party. I don't even like the idea of owing my allegiance to my country. If I feel like my country is doing something wrong, I'm going to call it out. I call out anything that I think is wrong. My allegiance is solely to my beliefs and what I think is right and wrong. I will not support anything that goes against that. And typically, what I think is right and wrong aligns more with being Catholic. And so it's in America, it's hard to find anyone who would align like that. Just so y'all know. And, well, guys, I'll leave you with this. Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, just remember what I said about allegiance. Don't fall for the trap that you should hate anyone who doesn't think like you politically. I feel like that's what the government wants. I feel like that's what those in power want. Don't do that. Don't hate on each other, especially the people that you love or the people that love you. Don't hate on those people. Be kind, be courteous, be caring, be loving, and take care of one another. That's one of the reasons I love the Philippines. In America, it's everybody for themselves. In the Philippines, it's everybody takes care of each other. Don't forget that. Don't forget who you are. This country is an amazing country, and the people here are amazing people. People that I love to spend my time with. And that's it, guys. Remember, you're valuable and you're blessed, and you're worth more than you could ever imagine. God bless. Peace.